I woke up that morning with our founding fathers on my mind. I was thinking back to our founding fathers and how they had signed their name to a document, knowing the ridicule and even possible death would come just by signing their names to these documents. And I thought of myself in that situation. And I prayed that I would have the courage to take a stand for our country, for our freedoms, our liberty, for election integrity. And that day, I signed my name to 6 documents to stand for our Constitution, to stand for election integrity. I think January 6th showed us all why we need to be able to defend ourselves. Even in the House chambers, we have several heroes that were among us who joined Capitol Hill Police in an effort to help push back the crowd and help neutralize any threats if necessary. There were at least 4 Republican members who stood with Capitol Hill Police, and the Capitol Hill Police, they unfortunately, they did not have the resources and the additional help that they needed in that chamber at that time. And they would have been completely overwhelmed had those protesters been able to successfully come in those doors at that time. And so they were actually posting these Republican members in areas where they were most vulnerable and needed the most help. I've talked to many of my colleagues who said, man, I wish I would have had a firearm that day, or I will always have a firearm from this point on. And unfortunately, in my case, I was following the letter of the law down to a T. And I wanted to be able to tell the American people that I am following all DC firearm laws, including the rules and regulations that we have here in the House. Well, part of those rules are no carrying on the House floor. So I had a firearm, but it wasn't with me because we aren't permitted to have it on the House floor. So it didn't really do me much good in that particular scenario. So I would urge anyone who's trying to further limit our Second Amendment rights to reconsider.